at this point in time of the year. And so, the guys that are able to go out there and work full, will be out there, and anybody that's not, we're just trying to do everything we can to get them back to health and get them out there as soon as possible. And, we have a number of guys that are working through things, which we're not unique here. The league is going through the same thing. So every team battles that. And, our guys are doing a great job in the training room of getting treatment and doing everything they can to get back on the field as quickly as possible. And they'll be out there as soon as that's the case.
Some coaches approach the preseason where wins are important. Some are worried about wins and losses. What's your thought process on preseason games?
I think anytime you coach or play a football game, you're going out there to do your best, and compete, and so, certainly, there's an element of wanting to win every time you step on the field, and we're going to be ready to go out there and play and compete when we have our opportunities. There's a few times where somebody will play the entire length of a preseason game. So this is important for us to find out about our depth and evaluate ourselves against another team that we don't know, that we haven't seen in practice. We'll see some schemes or some alignments that, we haven't seen yet, and it'll test us. So I think it's a great opportunity for us to find out a lot about our football team. And each preseason game will give us that opportunity, and we'll take full advantage of all four that we have this year.
Do you have a hard, fast kind of philosophy on playing your starters in preseason, or is it kind of predicated on things that you want to see in practice?
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to make the decisions that we think are best for the team in terms of what we need to do and get accomplished. But we're all working and we're all ready to play, and we're all going to be ready to go. And none of us have coached or played in a long time, and so this is not something where you just jump back on and it's easy and it takes 5 minutes to get reacclimated to calling plays or getting in the huddle or playing third down defense or whatever against real time, real speed opponents. So there's a lot to be gained for us. Like I said, each guy's going to get ready to play, and we'll try to do it the right way based on what we feel like we need to get done each preseason game.
When you make those decisions about playing time for this game, how much does having the extra game factor into that decision-making process?
I think all of it goes into it. We have a little extra time at training camp. We have 4 preseason games. We have a couple competitive practices down the road with another team. So that, you try to make, decisions based on the whole body of work that you're going to be able to put together. So we've talked about a lot of those things, and we know that there's some opportunities that are going to present themselves to further evaluate our team. So we'll take good stock of where we're at from the health perspective, and then what we need to see relative to the competition on our roster, which is significant, and try to do it that way on Thursday night to start.
What was in your take on the Guardian caps that the players have been wearing on the positional groups? Have they been effective, do you think? Or
it's hard for me to say, whether we would have or wouldn't have had any kind of a head issue at this point in time. All the science says that it's a good thing for us to have and for us to wear, limiting the residual effects, to the brain and those types of things. So our players have been great in terms of doing it the way that the league wants us to do it. And there's nothing more important than the health of the team and the safety of the players. So, I'm all for anything that would protect them, short term and long term. And based on what we've been told, from the doctors and the scientists, those people that have studied that, this is an effective way to try to minimize that. So, we're going to do everything we can do to follow the letter of the law on that. And, like I said, it's a little different, playing with it, because you don't necessarily have a lot of snaps playing with it before now. So our guys needed to get acclimated to it. But generally speaking, I think they've had a great attitude about it, and we haven't had any issues.
Jaguars being a team that you actually play this season, does that change at all how you kind of prepare going into it?
Not really. I mean, there's such a time gap between, when we play them and this game coming up that it's, there's a lot that's going to happen between now and then. I don't think you're going to see any triple reverses or, all those kind of things in this game on Thursday night. So, not that we're going to run that either in December or November, whenever we play them. But, I just don't think there's an element of fundamentals and there's an element of evaluating your players' ability to use their techniques and play within the scheme and communicate with each other that I think is the most important. I've had many discussions like that over many years about what we should or shouldn't do, or what's too much or not enough to show. I think it's important for us to go out there and let the players play and be aggressive, and so hopefully they're going to know every call we're going to make in every phase and go out there and do their job, and we're going to see, who can block and who can tackle and who can cover and who can get open, So it'll be effective for us, even if the scheme is minimized some.
Trayvon Mullen, Bilal Nichols, and Jonathan Hankins. Is there a level of positivity that they're going to be able to get on the field here in training camp and get out there?
Yeah, I'm positive about everybody. And I think, like I said, they're all working really hard. And, it'll be exciting, obviously, when some of these guys come back. And, as soon as that's the case, they'll be out there and, hopefully reintegrate, to our group. And I know they're studying hard. They're involved in everything we're doing. And when they're ready to practice, they'll rejoin us.
What are your early takeaways on the cornerbacks you brought in, Avery, Yassin, and Phillips?
Very competitive, mature, smart. They certainly have added.
Yassin, guy you've seen improve over the years, a guy you've seen up the forward and a slant.
Yeah, played against most of these guys. Honestly, I've coached against most of them, and Rock certainly coming in as a young guy, and then growing, and he's competitive. He'll tackle, he can cover. There's like I said, there's an element of toughness to all those guys, and they've improved the competition, and eager to see those guys continue to compete and then see how it unfolds. But I think they're all making one another better right now, which is a good thing for our team.
It's early in camp so far, but what have you thought of the competition along the offensive line? Has anybody stood out to you yet?
There's been some, like normal. There's some good and some bad. I think anytime you have an opportunity to get into pads, what happens is there's going to be some things on the very first day that are sloppy, which we saw that the other day, and then the second day was better. And now we've had a day off and a shells day, and now we're going to come back into them today. So I know those guys really are eager to take the opportunities that we have in full pads to try to work on those things, because you just can't simulate that. So a third padded day, we're going to learn more about ourselves today than we have in the first couple of days. There's definitely some things we can improve. But as a whole, I think both sides of the ball are trying to do the right things. We're just not there yet in terms of being able to do it over and over and over again consistently, which is not unique to this year. That's generally the case. They haven't been in pads in months, and now we've had 2 days. So we didn't expect it to look perfect at this point, and we're just going to kind of try to use these days that we have today and tomorrow to build on this. So hopefully we can improve those things and make them more consistent.
You talked about Hank and Nichols, and they're trying to get back on the field and be back in that group. The depth that you have at defensive tackle, where are you guys at now? Are you comfortable with kind of how that group looks right now?
Yeah, like I said, they're competing. We don't have everybody out there yet. So, the guys that have been out there have had great opportunities now, and they're competing hard with one another. We're asking them to play a few different roles inside, and so they're just grinding away. They go over there and they're far away from you guys in their little corner over there in the jungle gym, and they're working on all their pad level and their technique and those types of things. But it's a grind for those guys too. Playing a run, playing double teams, pass rushing, and they're trying to, again, get back into form relative to using their techniques, playing with their hands, getting off blockers, those kind of things. So, it's a process on both sides of the line. This is definitely, a third day in pads helps us, try to take a step forward.
Mayor, why you return back to practice this year? What have you seen from him in training camp so far that you like, and do you think he'll be ready for the preseason game?
Yeah, love his attitude. Works really hard when he's on the field. Very coachable. He's a great kid. And so, just eager to see us try to string together some days, and hopefully we can do that. He was out there yesterday and doing some things both in the kicking game and offensively. So, hopefully, like I said, everybody's getting ready to play Thursday night, and all the guys that are able will do that, and hopefully Zamir will be in that category.
You guys all set? Okay.
Good to go. See you in Canton.
There you have it. That is the Josh McDaniels press conference early this morning, and I just woke up from a slumber unlike no other. What is the deal, everybody? Yeah, I had to hurry up and throw that in there, man, because I seen it get the alert popped up like McDaniels is having a press. I'm like, damn, this fucking early? Shit, I ain't even sobered up yet. But yeah, shout out to all 1 of you, 2 of you, 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you that are watching. Raiders Allegiance, man. Yes, I was supposed to go on last night with live from the Raiders Asylum, which would have been the last show anyway of that series. Starting this week, we still doing the Good Morning Raider Nation is on and cracking Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. So don't worry about that. But coming Friday night, 11 o'clock at Dirty Raiders channel, we will be debuting the Dirty Lunatic Show. Then following on Saturday, we will be re-airing it, but not a repeat. It will be a live show, but dealing with the same content. Saturday night, 11 p.m., the old time slot of the live from the Raiders Asylum will now be the Dirty Lunatic Show. So we are bringing a new show to you guys. It is Raider-infused comedy. That's what it's labeled as. So be ready. Be ready. It's going to be some funny shit. We're bringing it to you raw and uncut, like the chicken breast fresh off the truck. You feel me? With that being said, also Friday, we know that there is the Hall of Fame game. I will have 2 back-to-back shows that day. The one main event, big event that I'm doing, I got big names coming through. Well, I ain't gonna get too much in. I ain't gonna tell y'all too much. I got people coming through for the round table. It's the Hall of Fame game round table that I am having here at Raiders Allegiance. It will be at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here, Raiders Allegiance. 3 hours before kickoff. It's a 2-hour roundtable discussion with other content creators about the players we are watching that we're intrigued by. Battles, camp battles, position battles, matchups, all that good shit. We're going to talk about it before the game happens. So when you guys watch the game, you'll get all this information and know exactly who's looking at who, where the battle focus might be at, right tackle, corner, linebacker positions, hell, defensive end. Depth-wise, we lost Frackwell for the season. He's on IR. We did sign a running back out of Rice, Walter, to come in and compete, but I see him more as a special teams dude because his senior year, he kind of killed it on kickoff returns. I think he had 18 kickoff returns, averaging 27.4 yards a return. So solid. Short dude, but solid. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff to pay attention to. All these undrafteds that we got that we've been speaking of. I've been pounding the table for Darian Butler. Darian Butler has been getting out there and showing and proving he can get down with the pros, even though he's like 5'10", 220 pounds. But like I say, the measurables don't matter. It's production on the field that counts. So y'all stay tuned. And after that show, at an hour before kickoff, we're doing a Hall of Fame kickoff show. So I'm telling you, I'm getting busy Thursday. So there's a Hall of Fame kickoff show, fan show, that I'm going to have other people on as well. And we're just going to shoot the shit, talk about the game, and other aspects that's going on along with, maybe we could talk about what Jacksonville is going to match up, how we're going to face Jacksonville. What do you think they're going to do? The players they have. One of our own went to Jacksonville that we had last year. Zay Jones is in Jacksonville now too. So we're gonna see some shit. We're gonna see some shit. We're gonna talk some shit. So, like I say, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance. It is the official Hall of Fame game roundtable, sponsored by the Dirty Lunatic Show and Redemption Brand. Shout out to Ray the Tape and his brand. Y'all go check him out. Day of, go into the description. I have a link to his shop, man. Go check out the Redemption Brand headgear, hats, and shirts. Support the brother, man. Hey, One Nation. Remember, I always say that shit. One Nation. So support him. Be ready for the Dirty Lunatic Show Friday and Saturday night, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Pacific now, 2 a.m. Eastern. I know it's late, but it's a late show. You know, we're gonna run this motherfucker like Saturday Night Live, but it's all Raider infused comedy. You dig? So y'all be ready for that shit. Like I say, Thursday 2 shows. Man, everything is going down, man. I've been busy, as you can see. I've been busy. So let me go ahead and give you all the promo for the show on Thursday. Don't forget, it's the Roundtable.
Live Thursday, August 4th. It's the Raiders Allegiance Hall of Fame Game Roundtable, featuring some of your favorite YouTube Raiders content creators. Hosted by Lunatic Raider and Dirty Raider. Presented to you by the Dirty Lunatic Show and Redemption Brand. Live podcast starts at 2 p.m. Pacific. Pull up and represent the nation.
And that's what's going down Thursday. It is the Hall of Fame game roundtable featuring some of your favorite Raiders content creators. Right here, Raiders Allegiance. Be there. It's going to be dope. Big discussions. I got a lot of people coming through. We're going to get down with the get down. This is going to be a real roundtable. Not 3, 4, 5 people. More than that. I've been putting it together behind the scenes. I got some names I reached out to, and hey, they're going to try to make it, but I don't think it's going to be an issue. But we're going to have a good discussion of the Raiders, what's going down. And one more thing before I let y'all go. I'm going to let y'all know, since we're doing the Dirty Lunatic Show, here's the intro for that. And there you have it, the Dirty Lunatic Show, debuting this Friday, 11 p.m. at the Dirty Raider YouTube channel, and Saturday night, 11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern. Saturday night, 11 p.m. Pacific, right here on Raiders Allegiance. We will be repeating the show, but it'll be a live formatted show. It's not going to be a repeat of the previous Friday night, because after Friday night show, it will be removed off of YouTube, and then we'll do it again Saturday night. And then after the Saturday night recap and or re-show, we're going to throw everything back up on both channels. So both channels are linked to this project. I look forward to having you guys there. Let me shout out everybody that's in the chat, man. Digital Prez is in the house, man. Yes, We the People is in the house. Exactly. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. I know it's last minute. B. Al, my guy. James Walker, what is happening, my brother from another mother, for real? Hey, we got Omar Juarez, man. Good morning. Harvey Vet. Navy Vet. I'm sorry. Navy Vet 44. Salute, my guy. Thank you for pulling up. It's always a pleasure. Man. M85 we got in the house, man. Top of the morning. Man, shout out to everybody that's out there, man. Like I said, we got big things going on this week. This week is a debut of unlike no other. Like I said, in case you guys missed it, we are having a major sponsored by the Dirty Lunatic Show and Redemption Brand. We are having a Hall of Fame game roundtable featuring some of your favorite Raiders content creators. Man, we just gonna get down with the get down and discuss the players who we got our eye on before the game. This is going to be 3 hours before the game. So 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Man, y'all pull up and represent the nation, man. We're going to do this shit real big. You know what I mean? It's not just going to be a handful of people here discussing. I'm loading this motherfucker up. They said I can have 10 guests at one time. Watch what I do. You know what I mean? Watch what I do. We're going to load the screen up. But we're going to have good conversations. It should get us real enlightened on undrafted rookies and stuff that we are paying attention to for the game, as well as the position battles that really is going to make up this roster after we can cut down later on in the preseason to 53, and we get an idea of these young guys. Who's the diamond in the rough? Who's the guy that nobody's talking about, but all of a sudden get out there and show his ass against Jacksonville? That's the shit we're going to try to tap into. That's the shit we're going to discuss. So, yes, indeed. So, with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Sunday. I got to work tonight, but I will be back here in the AM. You already know. Good morning, Raider Nation. It's jumping off. Like I said, that show is staying. It ain't going nowhere. But, yes, there is no more live from the Raiders Asylum on Saturday nights. It will be replaced by the Dirty Lunatic Show. The second airing. So man, shout out to everybody for the support. I do hope to see each and every one of you guys Thursday. 2 shows, like I said, the roundtable's at 2 for 2 hours. Then after that, an hour before kickoff, there will be the Hall of Fame kickoff fan show right behind it. So we getting down Thursday. I'm gonna keep you guys occupied, and then I will be doing a live reaction during the game. So basically, we doing 3 fucking lives. Back to back Thursday, right here on Raiders Allegiance. I know other people are doing shit during the game too. Hey, check them out. Hit everybody's like button. Fuck it. You know, nobody bigger than the nation. Go hit everybody's like. Throw a comment. Salute them in the chat, man. Let's get everybody cracking. You know what I mean? You know, let's do this shit, man. There's only one nation. So with that being said, man, enjoy your Sunday. Be blessed. I see you guys here tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It is the Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. I do look forward to see you guys Thursday. Shit. Oh, speaking of that shit, it's going to be 4 straight shows I'm doing on Thursday because it's the Good Morning Show, the Roundtable, the Kickoff Fan Show, and it's the live reaction show. Woo! I'm putting it in on Friday. 4 different shows. So y'all fucking be ready. I'm bringing it to you. Only a lunatic can do this shit. You know what I mean? I ain't new to this. I'm true to this shit. So enjoy your guys' day, man. See you in the AM. And don't forget, the Roundtable this Thursday before kickoff.
Live Thursday, August 4th. It's the Raiders Allegiance Hall of Fame Game Roundtable featuring some of your favorite YouTube Raiders content creators. Hosted by Lunatic Raider and Dirty Raider. Presented to you by the Dirty Lunatic Show and Redemption Brand. Live podcast starts at 2 p.m. Pacific. Pull up and represent the nation.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? I always ask that of all my prey. I just like the sound.